NTA, you can't beat the rich. Tuned.
He's been ushered into the van by the chief trainer himself, Major General Victor Okudili Ezugu. The chief of army staff mounting the rover for the inspection proper, accompanied by the commandant Nigerian depot NA, Major General Victor Ezugu.
Good morning and thanks for joining us here on the parade ground of the Depot Nigerian Army Zaria, where we will shortly be witnessing the passing out parade of about 4,000 recruits of the Nigerian Army.
Was born in Brutai town.
Most of them came here about 6 months ago, exactly about 23rd of April this year, and began training here at this prestigious military training ground. And today they're passing out as professionals with their shoulders high. And most importantly,
he had his primary school at Brutai town.
The top hierarchy of the Nigerian Army is here to perform the passing out rite of these young recruits who came here only with a passion to defend the integrity of Nigeria, and today they are well equipped to do that.
Into the prestigious Nigerian Defense Academy.
Here, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Yusuf Buratai, taking a tour of this 3,878 recruits who are hereby presented to him to perform the rites of their passing out. This young and agile men have in the last 6 months undergone a world-class military training at Nigeria's most prestigious recruitment ground of the Nigerian Army, which is the Depot Nigerian Army Zaria. And today is a special day for them as they are about to launch a lifetime career in the largest component of the Nigerian Armed Forces, which is the Nigerian Army. And what a day for them that the top hierarchy of the Nigerian army is here to see them pass out. This crop of young soldiers who will shortly be taking the final oath to defend the dignity, integrity, and the people of Nigeria surely understand the task ahead of them, as they are not only trained to utilize the power of arms and ammunition, but a variety of military acts and technical capacity to support in discharging the mandate of the Nigerian army.
Joint operation coaching course, junior staff course, senior staff course.
The demands of the fight against insurgency
relevant to his field of study, including an international conference
and the fact that
planning, research, and studies.
Nigeria is also experiencing a fair share of the threats of terrorism.
26 amphibious battalion, 26 guard battalion, and garrison command camp. Officer commanding
Indicates that
22 motorized battalion. Second in command to the commanding officer.
the country
Director, Department of Land Warfare and Armed
has
Forces
continued
Staff College. He was a commander, the 2 Brigade Nigerian
to
Army,
reposition
Commandant, Nigerian Army School of Infantry,
its armed
Director,
forces
Procurement, Defense Headquarters, and Force Commandant of the newly reconstituted multinational
to continue to degrade
under the auspices of the Lake Chad Basin
the
Commission,
threat of terrorism.
the Benin Republic. The appointments he held
The Chief of Army Staff there,
Present Chief of Army Staff on July
Lieutenant
17th,
General Tukur Buratai,
July 17th, 2015.
very happy man,
Okay,
taking a tour, looking at each group of these young soldiers who will, in the very near future, take up various responsibility in the system of the Nigerian army. There is no doubt that the current administration, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, has taken drastic steps and measures to strengthen the capacity of one of Africa's largest armed forces. Hence, the turnout of the chain of
It is Paul
recruits
said for one to reach top of his career, he or she must have served others. In the course of General
from the
Burtai's career,
well-repositioned
the 20th Chief of Army Staff for Nigerian Army, he was a staff
depot
officer in this
Nigerian
following
army.
capacities: Military Observer, United Nations Angola Verification Mission.
It is established
Security Officer to the Principal Staff Officer to the
since
Commander in
the year
Chief of the Federal
2015.
Republic of Nigeria, General Staff Officer, Grade 1 Training,
the Nigerian army
Headquarters, Colonel Plans and Army Headquarters,
has embarked
Department of Army Policy and Plans,
on a
Assistant
massive
Chief of
rearmament
Administration Headquarters, Infantry Corps Center,
and modernization program.
participated in various operations at home and abroad. Notably among the operations
This
he has also participated are the United
is the
Nations
tip of what
Verification Mission, UNAVEM2, OP Harmony
is coming out of this action that has been taken.
And he currently leading charge in the Operation Lafia Jolly, He was a
these soldiers who are passing out today.
with good attributes. Only recently, it was reported in the media
About 4,000 of them.
has the ability to control
And now the Chief of Army Staff,
armed terrorists. To this end, we can get testimonies that through personal discipline, show of valor, courage,
being led
and motivation, he has rekindled the spirit of his troops.
by a parade
General Brutai, who is happily
to
married
inspect
and blessed with children, is a member of Historical Society of Nigeria.
the crop of young soldiers
À la portion de son travail, comme le général
who are about to pass
chef de
out
l'armée nigériane, le 20e, général
here
Brutai,
today.
et
He is the
était
special
le-
guest of honor
le premier
and
staff
also
de Nigeria following, militaire
going to
observer
take
de
charge
Nations Unies, Angola.
of performing
The chorus is now going through the band,
the rites.
having been received by the
And here also we have the governor of Niger State in attendance, Sani Bello.
Il a commandé le principal staff et le commandant en chef
The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Chukul Brotai, still
formant
inspecting
d'opération Ami
the soldiers as
Ami Headquarters,
they stand to, in the next few couple of minutes,
adjutant, les chefs des
show us
ou bien les chefs des staffs
what they're made of, especially
the review of
the kind of parade that we're going to see.
expecting the mass band commanded by Captain Ogochukwu.
The precision and parade, the agility,
Ogochukwu Jude Obi.
the endurances that they went through will surely
The review officer
be
is,
exhibited on this ground
back to the saluting
on a
line
very, very sunny day.
by the chief trainer himself, Major General.
And the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Rutai now, moving away from
In next moments, you will see what he and his
the
delectable instructors
ground,
from this Nigerian
possibly
school 6 months ago did not
to where
know
he's
their
going
right from their
to
left. It is not magic.
sit down and
This
relax
is
for a
what we
moment.
call the level of sabiability. He goes back to the saluting
In
lines.
fact,
May I request
He is not sitting down. He is standing tall
may I request the chief trainer to
with his
please,
shoulders high today.
graciously take the reviewing officer back
Very
to
proud
his
of
seat
these young
while we
soldiers.
watch the reward for hard work.
Well, for the moment,
I expect
The Chief of Army
in
Staff
usual
is
manner, he will exchange
going to
pleasantries with the guests.
relax for a moment. But before that time, a handshake with the governor of Niger State, who came all the way to grace this occasion. The Emir of Zazzau, His Royal Highness,
le chef d'armée
Dr. Shehu Idris, there,
commandant de
wives of officers of the Nigerian Army, and a couple of top hierarchy of the Nigerian Army there, taking salutes
Back to the parade ground.
and giving salutes also to
Reward for
the Chief
diligence.
of Army Staff. Some traditional rulers there, officers,
Champion Company.
and then back to the parade ground,
Champion Company for members of 77 regular
Where
sake, of course, is Bravo
this
Training Company.
young men
Achieving this feat, they were
full of emotion,
both individual and collective
waiting
training
to get and to accept their final call
These last 6 months.
to serve their motherland, Nigeria, or fatherland, I beg your pardon, Nigeria.
Both in drill, arms, small arms
Here again,
competition, obstacle crossing, the
ceremony
5
taking
kilometer,
off.
the 20 kilometer, the 25-kilometer race, and of course the great
With the
Excess
band.
Kungama.
From the Nigerian
Depot Nigerian Army,
Army.
George, the Bravo Training Company,
the Depot
as the
Nigerian Army
champion
here,
company for members of
giving their
77
best.
regular recruit intake.
To
May I request the paparazzis
people
to
who
please clear
came
the-
from across
clear the
Nigeria
driveway.
to watch
Block the view of our VIPs.
this auspicious moment. Imagine what is going through the minds of these young soldiers who have spent the last 6 months going through rigorous training to take up the responsibility of defending the integrity of Nigeria.
The champion company
And now another
marching forward to collect their championship banner.
set
Champion.
of
Ceux qui viennent d'arriver.
a mix of the officers about to pass out, soldiers about to pass out.
They want to align themselves.
Showing
Ils vont s'arranger.
what they know best there. And let's now join to hear
Aligning themselves.
the kind of orders these soldiers are getting from their parade commander, and what we're going to see subsequently, which so many people are here for. That is the actual parade.
The parade commander
Very exciting,
forward.
I'll tell you.
Commandant de Paris.
On this note, I have the simple honor
The
to humbly request the chief
initiation
please invite the special guest
of
of honor, the reviewing officer, for this August presentation.
the passing out parade traditions. They're playing out
The chief trainer himself, Commandant Depot Nigerian
with
Army,
commandants
Major General Victor Ezugu.
C'est le commandant
and
de-
soldiers
du général.
taking position.
Salutes the
To
banner.
ocean
One step forward,
the process
takes over the banner.
of what is to be done for these soldiers to pass out
Champion company commander
and begin their career full time in the Nigerian Army. Now a presentation of the flag there and a salute. Again a salute and a bang. Another presentation of the flag.
Le commandant de Charles. Il a pris
All
le drapeau.
parts of the rights of the Nigerian Army for the purpose of the pass out of this crop of soldiers. Now let's go back to the parade ground.
Reward for hard work. having met all requirements as set out by this great institution, Bravo Training Company has been adjudged as the champion.
C'est le champion, le Bravo, c'est le champion compagnie.
Thank you very much.
Le commandant, Major General Victor Ezougou, il a pris sa place encore, il se retourne de suite.
The great match back to their story. And once they realign themselves with the main body, then we'll be entertained to the match pass, slow and quick time. They are now marching back.
Et match, il se retourne à sa place maintenant. Ils sont en train de marcher.
That's a salute to the champion battalion, champion company.
C'est le champion. Le campagnard qui a pris le champion, celui qui est en train de marcher.
Thank you very much, sir.
Merci, mesdames et messieurs.
Bravo Training Company. Changing to quick time, and they are now moving back to their position.
Ils se retournent à leur position.
In respect and reverence for championship. The champion company is supposed to charge through the main body back to their position, and in respect of that, they have shouldered arm and presented arm for them because today is their day.
Comme ils sont retournés maintenant à leur position, ils vont commencer encore et recommencer ce qu'ils vont faire.
The Chief of Army Staff, sir, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I intimate to you a little bit of the history for those who do not really understand what the Nigerian Army stands for. One of the oldest military institutions in Nigeria, in fact, the oldest, established in 1924, even though the history could be traced way back to 1917, when it was then the training wing of the Nigerian regiment.
Il est en train de parler de la formation, comme les amis nigériens sont formés, l'histoire.
It was initially located at Zungeru in Niger State, then headquarters of Northern Protectorate, but was later moved at this location in Zaria in 1924.
Il dit qu'ils sont amenés ça à Zaria ici, en 1984. En 1924.
The champion company is realigning itself. Thereafter, we'll get set for the march past. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it might interest you to note that this occasion is being beamed live. First time, courtesy of our amiable, indefatigable Chief of Army Staff, highly decorated Chief of Army Staff of our time, Lieutenant General Tukur Yusuf Buratai. So we are immensely grateful for this honor done this great institution, considering its place in our military history. The world is watching this parade, and Nigerians must invariably be happy.
C'est pour vous dire aussi qu'il y a les gens de télévision qui sont ici.
The color party is sticking, going back to their position in readiness. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the journey has just started.
Mesdames et messieurs, c'est maintenant le commencement de ce qu'on a ici pour faire. Nous allons maintenant voir le commencement des activités qui vont commencer à faire leurs activités de suite.
6 months ago, 23rd of April to be precise, these young men and women arrived this cantonment. And today, what we are seeing is a different ball game. They went through the firmament of being refined, of being broken down on this same parade ground. Today, what you are about to watch is a spectacle of their transformation from civilians to military personnel. 6 months.
Donc il est en train de dire que les recrues qui sont en train de faire les choses maintenant, c'est depuis le 24 avril qu'ils sont venus ici pour commencer leur formation. Maintenant aujourd'hui ils sont finis. On est en train de commencer des autres choses pour montrer exactement ce qu'ils ont fait depuis leur formation.
Welcome to Depot. No going back. That's the motto. With the buffalo, when the buffalo charges at you, only God knows what will remain of you. That is the insignia of this great institution. With their distinct color of white and red. Depot, Nigerian Army. Located in Chindin Barracks. May I request and remind all that in reverence to the national color, when the color party approaches your location, you are please requested to stand, and military personnel in uniform, you are expected to salute. Thank you.
C'est pour vous de vous arrêter s'ils sont venus ici devant nous.
May I request
même les militaires qui
the
vont
chief trainer to please invite the reviewing officer, the chief of army staff, to the saluting dais. The chief, sir.
Major General T.Y.
Lieutenant General T.Y. Buratai. Mounting the rose room, the saluting dais. I want to believe that the chief is very, very happy, considering what these young men are. You needed to see them 6 months ago on arrival at this ground.
Major General Victor Ezougou est en train de guider le chef d'armée, General T.Y. Rutai.
The microphone now swings over to Mr. Oji, who will run us through the guards that are coming with their guard commanders.
It has been a very electrifying atmosphere right here at Depot, Nigeria, with a sea of heads presenting a very finished materials that can be traced to a part of dexterity of the training team. The mood is set and the atmosphere is right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
C'est les couleurs des compagnies qui sont en train de dire maintenant.
The number one guard has been Bravo Training Company, as commanded by Major O.O. Ogurinde. The sub-commander are Captain S.O. Iwe and Lieutenant Arian Bosseri. The second guard is made up of member of Alpha Training and is commanded by Major General B.A. Musa. Please, may we be upstanding, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Arrêtez-vous, mesdames et messieurs.
May we May we arise to honor this very august parade.
We request that as soon as the caller approaches your location, you are please requested to stand. And service personnel in uniform, you are please requested to salute. Thank you.
Les armées vont lever leur cap, les chapeaux, comme les autres font s'arrêter. Les civils.
Charlie Training Company is the third guard and is commanded by Major C.C. Okechukwu.
Ça, c'est le troisième compagnie.
While the sub-guard commands are Captain B.L. Atomotafa and L.K. Emosele. Member of Delta Training Company forms the number 4 guard and commanded by Captain S. Inua. The sub-guard commands are Lieutenant H. Alabamas and LTF Osajob.
Numéro 4, c'est le Delta Company.
Members of Echo Training Company forms the number 5 guard and commanded by Major A.O. Olatunji, and the sub-guard commands are Captain A.B. Lamidi and Lieutenant A.B. Lawal.
Le 5e, c'est le Echo Company. Ceux qui sont en train de passer.
Also on the lineup include members of the Fort Rocks Training Company, which forms the number 6 guard, and it is commanded by Captain M.I. Oji.
Les membres de Fort Rocks Company, ils sont le numéro 6.
And the sub-guard commands are Captain H.S. Daria and Captain N. Mekaliu. Members of the Gulf Company forms the number 7 guard and commanded by Captain B.E. Alpha.
Les membres de Gulf Company, ils sont le numéro 7 qui sont en train de passer.
And the sub-guard commands are Lieutenant Ogbena and Lieutenant O. Oyekami.
Thank you very much, sir. May I request that the special guest, so please go back and sit down. You don't allow a very big masquerade to remain standing for too long a time. Well, in his usual characteristics, he has refused to go and sit down. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the March past of 77 regular recruit intake personnel parade is exactly what we're having now. This is the slow part of it. One of the military spectacle in regimentation and parade has to do with the transition from slow march to quick time. Please watch this, because for those who have never been privileged to do this, it's something that you marvel at.
On regarde les marches, ils sont en train de faire lentement maintenant. Quand tu les vois, quand ils passaient ici, ils marchaient rapidement. Mais maintenant, où il est maintenant, ils marchent doucement. Donc on est en train de regarder.
It's just because I didn't give you a proper brief.
Mesdames et messieurs, nous sommes là pour parler à feu de Lieutenant General T.Y. Brutai avec Major General Victor Ezugu, le commandant de dépôt Nigerian Army. Leurs activités, ils sont en train de réformer l'armée nigériane. Donc, ce sont des messieurs qui sont même chose. Leurs activités sont exactement la même chose. Merci à tous.
Just to watch this angle of the transition. It is not magic. It's all about training. A round of applause for this. A round of applause for them, please. Thank you very much.
Applaudissez. Applaudissez.
For the service personnel, both serving and retired, everybody would have had this as a nostalgic feeling because everybody passed through this transition. Just listen to the digging of the heels. Chop, 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 chop. What a spectacle.
Ils ont vraiment des énergies.
Look at the swinging of the arms and the digging of the heels.
C'est pour nous montrer leurs capacités. Ils sont en train de bien marcher maintenant.
That's the mass band coming forward.
Les mass bands sont en train de venir ici.
Once again, I remind us all, soon or any moment the color party approaches your location, you are please requested to rise, and service personnel in uniform, you are please requested to salute.
C'est pour dire que quand ils sont venus ici, ils ont alors de mettre debout pour leur saluer. Ceux qui sont les militaires, ils vont enlever leur chapeau.
Number one guard, led by Bravo Training Company, the champion company, is approaching the saluting dais to pay their respect to the Chief of Army Staff, the reviewing officer. If they had told you that these men were just 6 months old, you won't believe it. Check the dressing. Next is Alpha Training Company as the microphone swings over.
Alpha Training Company, ils sont arrivés. Le deuxième maintenant.
The next is Charlie Company.
Prochainement, c'est le Charlie Company qui arrive.
The next is Delta Training Company, and is commanded by Captain S.E. Noah.
Prochainement, c'est le Delta Company.
The next is Echo Training Company, commanded by Major A.O. Olatunji.
L'Echo Company, ceux qui viennent d'arriver.
The next is Fortress Training Company.
Fortress Training Company,
and is commanded by Captain M.I. Oji. The next is Golf Company, which forms the number 7 and commanded by Captain B.E. Alfred and the sub-guards.
Le prochain, c'est le Golf Company, le numéro 7, ceux qui viennent d'arriver maintenant.
Also members of the Hotel Training Company.
Aussi les membres de Hotel Company.
Company commanded by Captain L.A. Ishaku.
C'est Ishaku qui est le commandant.
On the line is members of Indian Training Company and is commanded by Captain S.A. Koka.
Les membres de Indian Company.
And last but not the least, members of Juliet Training Company.
Les Juliet Training Company, c'est eux qui viennent d'arriver. C'est le dernier man.
Finally, the Commandant Adjutant, Captain Yawan, following.
Captain Yawa, les adjutants.
May I humbly request the chief trainer to please take the reviewing officer back to his seat. Thank you very much for this honored donors.
Lieutenant General T.Y. Bretagne. Il prend sa place maintenant avec Major General Victor Ezugo. Il se retourne maintenant pour aller à leur place.
Your Excellencies, the very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we once again appreciate the presence of His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Abubakar Sani Bello, the Governor of Niger State, who is here present. We'd like to thank you for your presence, and it has been a very rectifying atmosphere here.
Vous êtes bienvenus, le monsieur, les dirigeants de Niger et le gouverneur aussi. Vous êtes bienvenus, monsieur.
Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the parade is going back to their usual stand before the slow time and the before the march past. All after that, they will advance in review order. Another spectacle of the Nigerian military type of training.
Mesdames et messieurs, les pareils sont en train de se retenir, de retourner dans leur place.
Watch the arrangement. The individual halting from number 1 guard to the last guard.
Ça dit, ça range encore où il était avant de marche.
You watch the synchronization. You watch the signage. It's a beauty to behold. A round of applause for these people. Oh, Kalabase Mahabas. What a spectacle.
One of Nigeria's most decorated senior officer, Lieutenant General Tukur Brutai. And on the parade ground, on a white hose, the officer commanding the parade, still taking cue to follow the process for the performance of the rites, the passing out of these young soldiers. Now, on parade once again, the soldiers, 77 sets Imagine the generation of soldiers pass through
le 24
this
avril.
prestigious institution.
Là, ils n'ont rien connaître de la formation du Nigeria. Mais maintenant, voici ce qu'ils sont en train de faire. Vraiment, c'est bravo qu'on doit leur donner.
Keep appreciating them.
Bravo.
The young soldiers, they're showing off the best of what they've undergone through at this prestigious institution. This is not just something that comes within a day. It is a result of training and training and training for days, weeks, and months.
For partnership, sponsorship, and advert placements, contact us on NTA Knowledge. NTA Knowledge, learning to broaden horizon.
Yes, it be like say they want to tell us another story again, yo. Now so, you know, say people they say I be superstar, but for me, the real superstars are those people where they go vote for the candidate of their choice without violence. So for these upcoming elections, be my superstar. Vote, no fights, no violence, because election will be won.
We work together so the future will be brighter.
You are watching NTA, Nigerian Television Authority. For more information and news updates, visit our website at www.nta.ng, or you can follow us on Twitter at NTA News Now, or you can like us on Facebook at NTA Network News. Stay connected on our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/NTA News Online. Watch our live stream at www.nta.ng/live. NTA, you can't beat the rich.
Hello. Electricity plays a very important role in the socio-economic and technological development of any nation. Power supply is our concern tonight on the program. Good evening and welcome. For many decades, the power sector has been plagued by a plethora of problems. some of which include generation shortfalls, transmission bottlenecks, and inadequate distribution system. Some experts are of the view that the challenge in the sector is multidimensional, as many factors intermingled to impose huge burden on the country's power generation and distribution potential. The power sector system, or the power supply system, has for many years been on with shortfalls as demand tends to exceed supply. The unbundling of PHCN into successor companies some years ago was an assumption that free market presupposes a free competitive environment. But whether this is true in a true life situation is part of what we shall find out today in this edition of the program. As an unavoidable prerequisite to national development, the current administration is in a hurry to solve the pathetic power supply problem in the country. From improved power infrastructure, increased supply of meters, to upgraded distribution equipment needed to deliver power to consumers. Tonight, I'll be speaking with Usman Gore Mohammed, Managing Director, Transmission Company of Nigeria, and Chairman, West African Power Pool Agreement, who will throw more light on the state of affairs in the nation's power sector. My name is Kirin Umayo, and you're on to Weekend File, the place for news, views, and analysis. Thank you for tuning in as we bring you the news, which always comes first. Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo says harnessing the enormous potential of the entertainment industry is paramount in the administration's quest to address youth unemployment for national development. He said this when he met with them in Lagos.
It was a night designated to create an informal atmosphere meant to share ideas between the federal government and stakeholders in the entertainment industry. Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo said the federal government is not unmindful of the issues confronting the sector and has continued to work tirelessly on ways of tackling the hindrances. He charged those in the entertainment industry to join hands with the federal government with a view to working out a symbiotic solutions to take the industry to an enviable height.
We are not going to solve piracy by the old ways anymore. It's technology that's going to solve piracy. It's technology. That is the reason why this video on demand is the way to go. Once the video on demand comes on stream, and we're looking at November 14th for the first trial, at least it gives everybody an opportunity to monitor everything that is going on.
Issues militating against the growth and development of the industry were earlier laid bare by veterans in the creative circle.
Distribution remains a major problem in Nigeria. We're asking for a more standard way of sourcing for revenue.
Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode and his counterpart from Bauchi State, Muhammad Abdullah Abubakar, were in attendance to reassure the audience of their respective support to the growth of the creative industry.
There's so much that we can use to grow our using the entertainment. We need to keep on talking about it. So all the entertainers you have seen today have at one time or the other been in Bauchi, and we have welcomed them with open arms.
I'm also here to work with His Excellency, the President, and also the Vice President of Nigeria to make the industry a much better place for all.
Various entertainment sessions featured in the event tagged An Evening with the Vice President.
The long-awaited inauguration of the Port Harcourt International Airport Terminal may have come and gone, with emphasis on the socio-economic relevance of the infrastructure. There are some opinions expressed by leaders across socio-political lines in Rivers State, as captured by Onengie Fineface.
Though awarded in 2012, actual work on the new international terminal of the airport commenced in 2014. With the completion and eventual inauguration of the project by the current administration, the Port Harcourt International Airport now wears, and rightfully so, the true status of an international aviation travel facility.
So nothing is better for Rivers State today than to have a modern airport where investors can come and get a taste of Rivers State.
He may not talk much. He may appear to not be responding very quickly. but steadily achievements are being recorded.
From the terminal building through the several sections of the facility to the apron, the new terminal stands tall as a project to reckon with, especially as one that serves as the gateway into the nation through the oil capital, Rivers State. The official inauguration by President Muhammadu Buhari has been dispensed with, but the excitement as a result of the importance attached to the project lingers on.
I'm happy that today has come to pass, and we want to congratulate the President and also congratulate the Honorable Minister for Transport, right on the road to Michibika Amechi, for doing us proud.
If you have these direct flights coming from overseas are getting here, and they are seeing this impressive structure, of course, that will make them come back. This is going to help investments, especially in Rivers State.
No doubt the facility will also open new vistas of economic opportunities for the local host community, Omagwa, Rivers State and Nigeria as a whole.
We are expecting that the multiplier effect in terms of boosting the economy of the state and of course the aviation sector, it will add to profit making and generating of income.
With the inauguration of this project, many more carriers and airlines would be able to use the Port Harcourt International Airport. More people will use it in terms of traffic. The economic benefits to the society and the country will be enormous.
With Port Harcourt delivered, Lagos, Abuja and Kano are on the waiting list. On NTA, Fine Face, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Buhari Media Organization has dismissed claims by the People's Democratic Party on the Port Harcourt Airport project as an attempt to water down the achievements of the president and his administration. In a statement signed by its chairman, Nii Akinsuji, the opposition party had not only claimed credit for its completion, but said the project was conceptualized and financed by the Jonathan administration. The organization authoritatively says that the project was only 30% completed at the time President Buhari assumed office in May 2015. The group also decries the attitude of the PDP in trying to discredit the Buhari administration's effort of completing abandoned projects on those left at low level of completion. The group further added that the Buhari administration would continue to complete all projects left at various stages of completion and assured Nigerians that the president would not back down on his commitment to complete all ongoing infrastructure projects within the specified time, regardless of setbacks from the opposition party. The waiver of export tariff for the use of Nigerian vessels is one of the recommendations made by the Nigerian Fleet Implementation Committee that will trigger an era of growth and sustainability in shipping business in the country. Members of the committee were at the Ministry of Budget and National Planning in Abuja. Oyinek Halioka, there's so small.
Records from the National Bureau of Statistics show that more than 5,000 vessels entered Nigerian ports in 2015, but only an insignificant number are Nigerian vessels. Despite being a major oil producer, Nigeria gains little or nothing from this huge traffic of cargoes. This necessitated the decision by the Minister of Transportation, Chibike Rotimi Amici, to correct the imbalance by setting up a committee in 2016.
The effort of this government in getting this established is genuine, but there are some fundamental challenges.
In fulfillment of its mandate, the committee visited the Ministry of Budget and National Planning to present some recommendations of fiscal incentives for the growth and sustainability of the Nigerian shipping industry.
We want zero import duty on vessels, application of tonnage tax, abolished treasury, and many of them as we have listed.
Minister of Budget and National Planning, Udoma, acknowledged the proactive measures taken by the committee to tackle the transportation problems. He promised to work with the committee to achieve results.
I'm very excited about what I'm hearing. This is because the focus of your committee is consistent with the thrust